So this is part three. See, many times you see there is a concept called honey trapping. What happens is, uh, especially you see in movies or in real life sometimes, where girl is trying to contact the guy and she asks for the date night and so on. This doesn't happen in real life. Like 95% of time, it won't happen. Uh, Especially if you are a dark Indian, it never would happen with you. Or if you are a short guy, it would never happen. So, if that happens, the chances of honey trap is very high. So, we will look at the same concept here today. But before that, have you subscribed? If not, please do so. It will help you with cloud certifications. There are 1,000+ videos on this channel helping people with cloud certifications. Okay, now, in the movies, you have seen, right, that there is a lady, she is already married, has a husband, and still she gets into a fling with a stranger. But in the end, you come to know the suspense that the motive was something different. Okay. So, similarly, here, the question is telling, boss, we know attackers are there. Can we honey trap them? Like, can we expose several accounts to them? Like, we on purpose keep the security low there so that when they come, for example, rats, what do people do? They keep the rat medicine applied on the bread and they keep it inside a cage. The rat thinks, oh, I got some food. The rat gets into the cage shuts. That's how. Well, it's one of the ways to catch the rat. Similarly, here, to catch the attacker, we are opening certain things. It's like a full buffet lunch. Please come and eat it. When the attacker would come, we would raise a critical alert. So you want to do this. Okay, if you want to do this, so which defender for identity feature you should use? That is the question. So this is see, anything to do with honey. You should use here because we are trying to honey trap. So there is a concept called honey token entity tags. This you should use. It will act like a beautiful girl inviting you, but once you come in, they will screw your life. They will send high severity alert. So security teams can quickly identify potential attacker activity within their environment. So that way they come to know, okay, some idiots are there. So the key is to identify if idiots are there or not. If they are, how many times these idiots attack, and what are they looking for? Are they looking to change passwords, or they are making some authentication attempts, etc. I know one guy in my office, he used to try to log into Facebook accounts of different girls in the office. Okay. He will always try to intrude that. Okay. And the whole day his main job was to stalk some girl on Facebook, etc. See, now stand alone sensors. So you see these sensors are installed where they are installed on domain controls. Why? Obviously, to monitor traffic and security logs. See, this is crucial to identify or detect threats, but this is not a feature to create decoy accounts. See, here you are trying to create decoy accounts for honey trapping purposes. So, this feature will not help you set up the decoy accounts. See, this option is so silly. Tags, we apply tags. See, it's just like uh, each human being has names, some name or the other. But animals, they don't have names, except dogs and cats, some pets. Did you see that a tiger has a name, or a buffalo has a name, or a fox has a name? No, this is unique to human beings. See, you want to set up a decoy account. You don't want to create a tag for that. You just want to set up the decoy account. This guy will not help you setting up the decoy account. See why it is used? It is used best for filtering. Like I want to see Donald Trump's data. How many times he has taken stupid decisions? You want to check that. How many times he has taken a brave decision? You want to check that also. So you can tag, the tag is already by the name of Trump. You can then just search, apply filters, and so on. See, sensitivity labels. This is not for decoy accounts. This is to classify and protect your data. Suppose your document has credit card number or social security number. We want to protect it. That time we will tag a sensitivity label. Okay, to say that guys, this here we have some sensitive information. We should not compromise that information. So in our question here, we will use honey token entity tags. That is the answer. In Bombay, we had a term called mama banana. This is like that only. Uh, you can also use the word which starts with C, uh, not Cloud Guru man, with C. Now, this is the next question. Your company, okay, here what we are trying to do first thing. We want to identify unused personal data. And then we want to tell the user, boss, I'm giving you facility, you do whatever you want. Imagine you have a dad who gives you 5 lakh rupees and say, boss, do whatever you want, start a startup or invest in trading or invest somewhere, do whatever you want. Okay. So that means your dad is empowering you with the money. You are an idiot, that's the other thing. You will misuse the money. But if you are a good son or a daughter, then you would use it for better purposes like upskilling and so on, or donate some portion to needy people. So here, second requirement is you provide users with notifications and guidance when user sends personal data in Microsoft Teams. So a user is sending some personal data. Okay, then it will alert because by mistake or intentionally you are putting your credit card number or social security number here. Do you really want to do it? It will alert. Do you really want to do it? The third thing is provide users with recommendations to mitigate privacy risk. That means you have to give a solution which offers actionable advice to protect personal data. Okay, the first option is communication compliance in insider risk management. See, communication compliance, the focus is internal services, Exchange, Teams, Yammer. It can detect sensitive information, but its primary purpose is compliance and risk management for organizations. It is not meant for empowering individual users with data handling. It is not meant for that. Okay, so this is wrong. B says I will use Microsoft Viva Insights. See, in my engineering, I heard the term Viva. After a long time, I am hearing the word Viva. Viva Insights, it provides insights. Obviously, boss, but insights to what? Into work patterns. See, this is something to improve your productivity. It will not address identification and handling of personal data. It will not do that. Privacy risk management in Microsoft Priva. Best option, best. See, it has data discovery and classification feature. It will immediately tell us your document that you have uploaded, there is a mention of social security number, and it will classify and tell, but this is overexposed personal data. Then comes privacy risk insights. It will provide users with visibility into privacy risks, and it will offer recommendations for mitigation. Recommendations like it will tell boss, just like your parents say, boss, you should study, you should uh, not watch IPL whole day. Those kind of recommendations it will give. Policy enforcement and guidance, it will alert in real time. When you are just about to share your personal data, it will alert. What it will alert? Hey idiot, you are making a mistake. You are very close to getting screwed. Do you want to do it? No, it will not tell that. Okay, it will not tell that. It will tell, boss, do you really want to share your personal data in platforms like Teams where so many people have access? Okay, do you want to do that? See, some people nowadays in Facebook, Instagram, they keep sharing such personal photographs and videos, which is really, kind of a bedroom kind of photographs. I don't know why people get into that state that there must be some mental thing that uh, they do not, they find it okay to share those things. But then uh, subject rights request. So while not directly mentioned in the requirements, it's a key aspect of the FIPA. It also addresses this portion, but the question is not specifically about this, but make a note of it. See, e-discovery, what it will do, it is primarily for identifying, preserving, collecting, reviewing legal and investigative purposes. This question is not talking anything about legal law, lawyers, etc. No, they are not talking about those things. So our answer should be this one. C. Microsoft Priva. See, there is a security guard in your apartment complex, and that guy is saying, giving alerts, say, some people are trying to enter from this wall, that boundary wall. Okay. In the CCTV, they look suspicious. Somewhere was hiding. Okay. Now the security team is telling the residents this. What will the residents do? What are they going to do? That is the question. What are you going to do? So you recommend a solution to evaluate and remediate these alerts. See, these people are coming, so something you have to do. Either you call the cops, or you, uh, you know, uh, just ask few more residents, form a group and get down with some arms if you have. See, in my colony, in my apartment complex, when I am born and brought up, we had a lot of Sikhs, Sardars. So in such scenarios, I mean, the Sardars and Sikhs, they always had a talwar, a sword in their home. So they used to come down with their sword. Okay. So the thieves, it used to be thieves' nightmare, man. When you have like 10, 12 Sikhs with their swords uh, coming in. So that was it. Now, that is something, that is one action. That is the action. So they are telling, boss, with minimum development effort, what we do? See, we will use logic apps. Simple. We will use logic apps. Why? The logic apps can do a lot of stuff. So you can query the relevant logs. You can retrieve details about the alert. You can initiate remediation actions like resetting the password. See, suppose somebody tried to get in and try to hack your password. Reset the password. Okay, you block certain users, block their IPs, etc., etc. You can do a lot of stuff. So Logic Apps is a low code approach to automation. So that's why it is significantly it will reduce the development effort, because this is what the question is telling. Boss, I don't want to. I want workflow automation to remediate the alerts and minimize the development effort. Now, Logic Apps is my answer. Now, why? What about Azure Monitor webhooks? See, the Monitor webhooks here, it will allow you to send alerts to external systems when some metric or log alerts are triggered. Okay, but webhooks you would require building and managing entire automation logic in the receiving external system. Okay, that is why this will involve significant development efforts. See, we are not interested with significant development efforts. As your event hubs, this is a scalable event ingestion service. So you can basically stream Defender for Cloud Alerts to event hubs. Because the event hub is like what? Event hub is a postman. You give it certain things to be delivered, it will deliver. It is just like your Amazon service or courier service. You give your parcel to be delivered, it will deliver. It is not going to tell, hey, in the parcel, see some suspicious thing, or it will not send security alerts and create a workflow for automation. No, it will not do that. Azure function apps. The function apps, it is a serverless code. Suppose some people have scarcity of money. Who has scarcity of money? Uh, People who work for Infosys. Okay, in terms of the salaries are really low, man. I know a lot of people there. Even Tech Mahindra, I sometimes feel that their salaries are relatively low compared to other services company like Accenture, etc. But then great people, great technical minds, and I don't know the training that they get or whatever. It is awesome. Now, if that is the case, see, this is all about cost management. So Azure functions, why do we use? If you don't have the money for putting applications on Azure VM, then you go for a serverless cheap solution. Okay, two paisa solution. See, it is not for your this security tracking alerts automation. It is not for that. It is a cost solution. You don't give project to Accenture, you give it to Infosys because it is a cost solution. The Infosys can do it at a lower cost. And why it happens? Because even in the US, the clients, the IT teams, they are a lot of them are run by Indians. Okay, so uh, now in US that charm has gone. There also those Indians are only there. Sorry, client is also an Indian. Okay, and they behave like an Indian only. So that charm is gone. When you had some American citizens, I'm talking about proper American citizens, not an Indian who is a American citizen, but a citizen kind of thing. So those days are almost nearly gone. Only the business users I see, a lot of them are uh, Native Americans, but there's a lot of Indians in the IT space in America. So our solution is logic apps in this case. Logic apps will help us with setting up automation workflows, like workflow automation, and minimize the development effort to remediate the alerts. Okay. So now, if a security guard comes in and tells boss, I am getting suspicious activities of few individuals, so Sadarji can get down multiple people with swords and they can tackle them. I mean, this is just that kind of solution. You have to act, but how will you act? The logic apps will help you with act. I mean, just as an example, I was talking about it. I was subscribed. If you're not yet subscribed, God knows what you are waiting for. Subscribe us. AWS, Azure, GCP. Nobody explains to the depth we try to explain. We take real life examples. We try to correlate it with a really silly example from the real world, so that those silly examples you would recollect during your exam. The reason we use silly examples is because it would send a message to your brain that when I was studying this concept, I had this silly example. So part three is done. We will look at some more questions in the next part. This is our YouTube handle. So very small premium, you can become a cloud kernel member. Just below the video, there is a join button. Click that, become a cloud kernel member. It has lots of questions which will elevate your chances to get certified successfully.